Good morning, students. Welcome to Bindu Dhadwal chemistry lessons. Let us do some important objective type questions from the chapter Aldehydes, Ketones and Carboxylic acids. Name an aldehyde that does not give positive Felling's test. So the aldehyde is benzaldehyde. Other aldehydes give brick red precipitates with Felling's solution. What is the name given to the compound containing a hydroxyl and a cyano group on the same carbon atom? So when OH and CN is attached to the same carbon atom, the compound is called cyanohydrin. This is formed when HCN is added to aldehyde or ketone. Name the product formed when aldehydes or ketones react with hydroxylamine in weakly acidic medium. So the 2 hydrogen of hydroxylamine will combine with the carbonyl group, oxygen of the carbonyl group to form water. So NOH combines with carbon with a double bond, and the products so formed are called oxime. So product is called oxime. What is the nature of carbonyl group present in aldehydes and ketones? It's polar because oxygen is more electronegative and attracts the pi electrons towards itself, thereby resulting in partial positive charge on carbon and negative on oxygen. So it's polar nature. Name the chemical reaction taking place when formaldehyde is reacted or heated with concentrated KOH. Formaldehyde simultaneously undergoes oxidation as well as reduction to form potassium salt of formic acid and alcohol. The reaction is called Cannizzaro reaction. The chemical reaction is Cannizzaro reaction. Name the electrophile produced in the reaction of benzene with benzoyl chloride in presence of anhydrous aluminium chloride. This is Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. The electrophile that is produced is benzoyl positively charged, or also known as benzoylium cation. The electrophile is benzoylium cation. Among aldehydes and ketones, which is more reactive towards nucleophilic addition reactions? Aldehyde is more reactive than ketones towards nucleophilic addition reaction. When electrons are attracted towards oxygen, this gets positively charged. Carbon gets positively charged. So a negatively charged nucleophile will get attached to carbon atom. Now the positive charge is dispersed because of inductive effect of 2 alkyl groups in ketones, so it becomes more stable and less reactive, whereas in aldehydes there is only 1 alkyl group. So more reactive will be aldehyde. Can the carbonyl group present in aldehyde and ketones undergo electrophilic substitution reaction? No, it will undergo nucleophilic substitution reaction. Which group impart polar nature to aldehydes? It is the carbonyl group. What is the product formed when propanone is subjected to Wolff-Kishner reduction? So propane is formed out of acetophenone and benzophenone, which gives iodoform test. To perform iodoform test, a methyl ketone is needed, as acetophenone contains a methyl group attached to carbonyl group, so it will give iodoform test, whereas benzophenone does not have methyl group, so it will not give iodoform test. How many sigma bonds are present in carbonyl group? So in carbonyl group there is a double bond with oxygen of 1 bond is sigma bond. Also there are 2 single bonds, so in all 3 sigma bonds are present. Aldehydes and ketones can be prepared by addition of ozone followed by hydrolysis in presence of zinc dust. What is this reaction known as? So when an alkene reacts with ozone, ozone gets added on it to form this ozonide, which when heated with zinc dust, the bonds are broken homolytically and aldehydes are formed. This reaction is known as ozonolysis. Out of ketones and aldehydes, which has higher boiling point. So ketones have higher boiling point. This is because the molecular mass increases, force of attraction increases with two alkyl groups. Alkyl groups are having higher molecular mass than hydrogen atom. What is the directive nature of carbonyl group present on benzene ring? It is meta-directing in nature. It's electron withdrawing, so it will create a positive charge on ortho and para position. So as a result, only the meta position is left for attachment of groups. So it is meta-directing in nature. Name the product of a reaction. Styrene is oxidized with acidified KMnO4. This first carbon gets oxidized to COOH group and benzoic acid will be formed. What is the mixture of NaOH and CaO in 3:1 known as? It's known as soda lime. What type of ketones undergo iodoform tests? So methyl ketones undergo iodoform tests. Out of formic acid and acetic acid, which is stronger? So formic acid is stronger acid. Which of these will give Hell-Wohlhard-Zielinski or HVZ reaction? So acetic acid having an alpha hydrogen atom will undergo Hell-Wohlhard-Zielinski reaction where the alpha hydrogen is replaced with a halogen atom. Which acid is used in rubber industry for coagulating latex? It is formic acid. Name the reagent used to bring this conversion. Acid is converted to alcohol. So we need a reducing agent like lithium aluminium hydride. Name the product. Butanol on oxidation will form butanoic acid. Carboxylic acids react with alcohol in presence of small amount of sulfuric acid to form a product with fruity smell. What is it known as? It is known as ester. Which compound acts as a catalytic poison in Rosenman reduction? It is barium sulfate poisoned with sulfur or quinoline, which reduces the activity of catalyst palladium and reduces acids to the extent of aldehydes only, acid halides to the extent of aldehydes only. How does solubility change with increasing molecular mass in carboxylic acid? The solubility will decrease as increasing the size of alkyl group will result in masking of the COOH group, which was responsible for solubility because of formation of hydrogen bonds. Out of methanol and ethanol, which would undergo aldol condensation? So the compound should have an alpha hydrogen atom, only then it undergoes aldol condensation. So ethanol has alpha hydrogen, so it will undergo aldol condensation. A compound does not contain alpha hydrogen. Will it undergo aldol condensation or Cannizzarose? So it will undergo Cannizzarose reaction. Those compounds which do not contain alpha hydrogen undergo Cannizzarose reaction. Carboxylic acids do not give the characteristic reaction of carbonyl group. Name the effect responsible for this behavior. It is resonance. Because of resonance, the electrons move away, the electrons of the double bond of the carbonyl group. These pi electrons will move to the more electronegative oxygen atom. This is no longer a double bond oxygen. So as the carbonyl group is no longer present, it will not give the characteristic reactions. So resonance is the effect which is responsible for this behavior. Name the reaction used for conversion of acid chlorides to corresponding aldehydes. Reaction is called Rosenman reduction. When we react acid chlorides with palladium supported by barium sulfate poisoned with sulfur or quinoline, this gets reduced to aldehyde and HCl is formed. This reaction is called Rosenmund reduction. That's all in today's video. If you like the video, please do share and subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day.